African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 18th of September, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Liptsov and Volchansk directions inflicted defeat on formations of the 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 36th Marine Brigade, and the 5th Border Detachment of the Border Service of Ukraine in the area of the settlement of Volchansk in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost over 170 servicemen and a U.S.-made and /TPQ-50 counter-battery radar station. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their tactical position, defeated the manpower and equipment of the 14th, 30th, 44th, 53rd Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 1st National Guard Brigade, in the areas of the settlements of Petrovpavlivka, Gleshkovka in the Kharkiv region, Zavniv in the Luhansk People's Republic, as well as Serebryanskoye Forestry. For counterattacks of the assault groups of the 63rd and 67th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to 610 servicemen, a Cossack combat armored vehicle, a U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 9 vehicles, a U.S.-made M198 155mm howitzer, 3 Gvozdika 122mm self-propelled artillery units, a UK-made L119 105mm gun, and 4 Anklavin electronic warfare stations. 4 field ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of Troops occupied more advantageous positions and defeated the formations of the 23rd, 24th, 28th, 54th Mechanized, 30th Motorized Infantry, 72nd Airmobile Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 109th Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 21st National Guard Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Kalinina, Chesavyar, Minkovka, Grigorovka, Seversk, Dalivka, Pretikino, and Elizavetovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 2 counterattacks of the assault groups of the 56th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy lost up to 640 troops, 8 vehicles, a U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, a UK-made 155mm FH-70 howitzer, a US-made 105mm M119 gun, and an electronic warfare station. Units of the Center Group of Forces continued to advance deep into the enemy's defense, defeated the formations of the 53rd, 59th, 96th, 118th, 151st Mechanized Brigades, the 78th Airborne Assault Regiment of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and the 119th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Sherbanovka, Krasnoarmeysk, Petrovka, Merlyabovka, Rozovka, Kurdiamovka, Kurakovo, Seledovo, and Dimitrov of the Donetsk People's Republic. 10 counterattacks of assault groups of the 425th Assault Battalion, the 32nd, 100th Mechanized, 25th Airborne Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 5th Special Forces Brigade, the Light Assault Brigade of the National Police of Ukraine, the 3rd and 12th Brigades of the National Guard were repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to over 500 servicemen, a Marder infantry fighting vehicle made in Germany, 2 Cossack armored combat vehicles, 2 pickups, 2 122mm D-30 howitzers, and a 100mm Raptor anti-tank gun. Units of the East Group of Forces occupied more advantageous lines and positions, defeated the formations of the 72nd Mechanized, 58th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and the 118th Territorial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Ugledar, Dobrovoly, Shakhtarskoye, and Zolotaya Niva of the Donetsk People's Republic. The counterattack of the assault group of the 72nd Territorial Defense Brigade was repelled. The enemy lost over 100 servicemen, an infantry fighting vehicle, and 5 vehicles. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted damage on concentrations of manpower and equipment of the 128th Mountain Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 35th Marine Brigade, the 108th, 123rd, and 124th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Belogori, Molotov-Machka in the Zaporizhia region, Tokarevka, Kamyshany, and Lovo in the Kherson region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 40 servicemen and 3 vehicles. An ammunition depot was destroyed. Operational tactical aviation, unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the groups of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation hit energy facilities that supported the operation of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine, airfield infrastructure, an assembly shop for unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 138 districts. Air defense systems shot down 13 U.S.-made HIMARS rockets and 66 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 646 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 31,724 unmanned aerial vehicles, 579 anti-aircraft missile systems, 18,163 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,454 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 14,753 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 26,175 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.